Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 425 meeting of Toastmasters of Pune West. First of all, we will go through our club's mission. Our club's mission is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. First of all, Toastmasters Club of Pune West welcomes district officials, and we welcome all Toastmasters and guests here. There are some ground rules for conducting this meeting. I'll explain each rule short in brief. First rule, please turn off or put your mobile phones on silent mode. I'll give 15 seconds to do that. Same thing I'll do with my mobile phone as well. Please do it. Okay. Second rule is please avoid crosstalk. It disturbs the person who is on stage. So please avoid that. Third rule, please avoid any movement or going outside of the room or coming inside without, when speaker is speaking on the stage. There are some rules for online audience also. Please always be on video. Your video mode should always be on. Mute yourself when you are not speaking. Always react with the Zoom, or there are some reactions or some what it is called emojis. Please use that for providing reaction to all the speakers. Thank you. So with that, I will hand over control to the Badshah of our club, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much, our energetic sergeant at arm, Badshah, who is not really tall enough to be really frank. So, good morning, everyone. I am Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, and I welcome you all to the 425th chapter meeting of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. I am the presiding officer of today's meeting, and I mentioned that the meeting is now open. Now, let us begin with the round of guest introduction. I see a couple of guests over there, so I would request them to come on the stage and tell them their name, their profession, and how they got to know about Toastmasters. I would request guests to come on the stage first. Yes, you can use the mic.
Yeah, my name is Amrita Manik. I got to know about this from Manpreet. She is my good friend. And my background is I'm doing a job in IBM right now. I am a KYC analyst.
Great, thank you so much. I will request the guest.
Hello everyone, my name is Gurpreet Singh. Born and brought up in Pune. I am currently pursuing Bachelor's of Management Studies from Brihan Maharashtra College of Commerce. And I got to know about this club from my sister Manpreet.
Thank you. Are there any online guests today? I see guest Prema. Would you like to introduce yourself? If possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So hi, this is Prema. I'm a cost and management accountant. I'm working as assistant manager finance. I'm a Toastmaster too from Chennai. So I belong to Walkie Talkie Nanganallur. So yesterday I thought of meeting some other club, and I'm the VPPR of my club, and I saw your poster. So I just thought of joining and enhance my knowledge with you.
Thank you so much. we welcome our guests to the club, and will make sure that you will enjoy today's meeting. Now I want you to do just small thing. Those who are present online also and those who are present offline, to just close their eyes. Can we all do that for like 10 seconds? Okay, almost everybody has done it. On online, I don't see their faces. They don't want to show their beautiful hairstyle, so I'm assuming that they have closed their eyes. Now, any one of you, can you tell me what do you see? Toastmaster Manpreet, can you tell me what do you see while your eyes are closed? Nothing. Okay. Darkness. Great. Kora kagas. That's really nice. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, please open your eyes. So nothing, as Toastmaster Manpreet said, nothing. That's what you will get if you don't get out of your comfort zone. You will get nothing. And Toastmaster of Club of Pune Northwest provides you a positive and a supportive learning experience where you can develop your public speaking and leadership skill. Now, this is our 424th, 25th milestone meeting. Milestones are not achieved, they are earned. And that was not possible just because of some members or just because of our excom. It was possible because of all the dedication that our club members did. And that was the reason we were able to achieve this small milestone. But as they say, it's just the journey. It's not the ending, but the starting of our new journey. And to begin with it, I would like to encourage each and everyone to give a great round of applause for all the members and the club excom. Can we have a big round of applause for them for achieving this milestone? Now, I would like to recognize the presence of our Division C Director, Toastmaster Aditya. So I would request him to come on the virtual stage and share his view and how did he feel about our club. So, Toastmaster Aditya, are you there? Hello, Toastmaster Aditya. I think there is a network issue from their end. It could be. Toastmaster Aditya. Okay, let's not worry. We have our area director Toastmaster Dinesh present online in the virtual mode. So I would request Toastmaster Dinesh to come on the virtual stage and we can have an audio video check first. Yeah, Toastmaster Dinesh. Can you hear us, Toastmaster Dinesh?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear and see me all right?
Yeah. So I would request that you share 2 words of wisdom with all of the club members. Over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, President of the club, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. It's always pleasure to be coming to these club meetings. Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest, as I keep saying, has set some standards, very high standards for other clubs to follow. It's not just a milestone where the club has completed so many meetings, but it's the excellence they have. It's the number of members. It's the number of leaders they have made from this club that stands out. All in all, this club has given birth to many different clubs as well. It's not just this club is growing, but it is helping district to grow as well. That's been tremendous. At this opportunity, as an area director, I like to call for an action for this club. I like to challenge this club to set goals till next milestone for next 25 meetings. When we meet again for 450th meetings, what are 2 things this club would be proud of? I'll challenge this club and excom to think of and set that target for themselves. This club has achieved a lot of glory for itself and for the district. I wish it all the best for next milestone. Back to you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you so much, Area Director Toastmaster Dinesh. I would also like to recognize that our Division PR Director is also present in the milestone meeting. So if it is possible, distinguished Toastmaster Mayank, can you please share how did you feel about our club?
Definitely. Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar Mankar, Club President, Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest, and all dear members. Visiting Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest is always a feeling of coming to home because of the warmth, camaraderie, and bonding you all share. And I wish all of you a great journey ahead. Another 25 milestone meetings, and we will be 450 milestone meeting old, but let us cherish the moment for today. Congratulations and all the best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Mayan. Now, I want to share a small story with you all, which I recently heard. And I hope some of you might have heard it because I also shared it like just a week ago. So this story is about a Chinese farmer, who has a son and one horse only. And one day his horse run away from the house. Now everyone from the village comes to his home and say that, oh my God, this is so terrible that your horse has ran away. Uh, it's a bad news. And he responds to it, I don't know whether it's a good news or bad news. And after 3-4 days, the horse comes back and brings 2-3 more horses from the jungle. Now everybody from the village comes and say that, wow, this is a really great news. The horse has brought 2-3 more horses. And his response is again the same. I don't know whether this is a good news or bad news. Now those wild horses were not trained actually. So his young son is training them. And while training those horses, he fell from the horse and he injured his leg. Now again the people from village comes and say that, so bad news, this is really terrible that has happened with you. And his response to the same thing is that, I don't know whether it's a good news or bad news. Now suddenly a war started in their country, and there is one order from the officials that you have to bring talented men, young men who are capable and fit to participate in the war. People from the army come to his home and say that, is there anyone in your house who is fit and young who can participate in the war? And he sees his son who is already injured, so they don't take him. Again, people from the village come to his house and say that, wow, this is a really good news that your son was not able to go and will be staying with you. And the response to that, again, he has the same, which is, I don't know whether it's a good news or bad news. So whenever we see the situation in our life, our first response is always negative. What if we try to see positive or not making it negative each and every time? I remember when I gave my first speech, the minimum duration that I had to speak was 1 minute and maximum was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I was not even able to finish the 1 minute. At that time, I felt really bad, but I thought maybe it was a chance for me to get better. Maybe it was chance for me. This was a good news that I was not able to speak enough for the timing. And that's why I decided to join Toastmasters. And that's why I welcome you all to this club meeting, and I make sure that you enjoy today's meeting. Now, this meeting, we will be having someone who will be being your host. Now, host is like the lead protagonist of every movie character, and today we have the theme as Bollywood. So let us welcome the protagonist of today's meeting, Toastmaster Aneesh, on the stage with a big round of applause.
Mr. President, area directors, district officers, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, a very warm welcome to 425th milestone meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune, Northwest. At today's meeting, we will be talking about something which has touched upon our life. It's Bollywood. We don't really realize, but Bollywood has had a deep impact on our lives, be it our weddings, be it our birthdays, be it our celebrations, or be it our sorrows. Bollywood has a keen role to play in the way we think, in the way we act, and in the manner which we conduct ourselves. The history of Bollywood dates back in 1913, when Dr. Dada Saheb Phalke made his first movie, a silent feature film called Raja Harishchandra. From there until now, Bollywood has been producing more than 1,000 movies every year. It's a 1.5 billion rupee industry, second to none. There's obviously close competition from Hollywood, but Bollywood triumphs when it comes to movie making. We have in numerous languages, we have numerous casts, numerous stars. Now it's such a big industry that it's also generating a lot of employment. But more than generating employment, making movies, what really Bollywood does, it tells us a story, the art of storytelling. We humans have a weak spot for stories, good narratives. They are like magnets and we are iron filings. We get attracted to them. The art of storytelling is something Bollywood is very
keen on doing and has been doing it for a really long time and in a great manner. The tools it uses is romance, thrill, suspense, patriotism to tell and convey a message. Now today we will explore the story of a storytelling industry. So let's together explore what Bollywood has to offer to all of us. Before we dig deep into the theme and the story of Bollywood, I'd like to give a quick introduction about the meeting and how the meetings are conducted. Our meeting is split into two parts. First part is prepared speeches and evaluation, wherein speeches will be prepared by our members and seasoned Toastmasters will evaluate them. The second part will be table topic sessions, wherein guests as well as members will get a chance to come to the stage and give a small speech of 1 or 2 minutes. Before we begin, let me introduce you to our team, our role players of the day. Like we have evaluators for a particular speech, we have evaluators for entire meeting. Our general evaluator for today is someone who is a project manager and he loves music, listening to music and playing chess. I like to call him the Chulbul Pandey of our club. Like Chulbul Pandey says, and like he conducts his evaluations, it goes this way. हम तुमको इतने पॉइंट्स देंगे कि कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे कि रिकमेंडेशंस कौन से हैं और कमेंडेशंस कौन से हैं. Let's give a big round of applause and welcome General Evaluator of the Day, Toastmaster Raghavendra.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. District PR Manager, TM Mayank Naidu, Division C Director, DTM Aditya, Division Area Director, Dinesh, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Good morning. Myself, Toastmaster Raghavendra, and I will be General Evaluator for today's meeting. Meaning, I will be evaluating this meeting in general, how the meeting progresses and overall conduct of the meeting. Also, I will be evaluating all the role players and speech evaluators. I won't be evaluating speakers as we have individual evaluators for the speakers. And later, whenever asked, I will present my report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
To make any movie, we need cast and crew. For conducting evaluations, Toastmaster Raghavendra has a team. That team we call as tag team. For our tag team today, we have people playing role of timer, our counter, and grammarian. For the role of timer, we have Toastmaster Shalmali, who is IT professional and she likes watching movies. So let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Shalmali and understand about her role.
Hello everyone, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. I am playing role of timer for today's meeting. So, as rightly said, if we take care of minutes, then R will take care of themselves. So, time plays crucial role in our life as well as in our meeting also. So, today as a timer, I will take care of, I will keep track of time for prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and also for evaluations. For prepared speeches, time allotted will be 5 to 7 minutes. For icebreaker speech, it will be 4 to 6 minutes. And for evaluations, 2 to 3 minutes. And for table topics, it will be 1 to 2 minutes. So if you reach minimum allotted time, then I will display green card. If you reach mid of the time, I will display yellow card. And at the highest allotted time, I will display red card. And also grace period of 30 seconds will be given. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Of our counter, we have someone who is engineer at Daimler. He likes reading and running. Let's welcome Toastmaster Jay, who will be playing role of our counter.
Good morning, all. Good morning, district leaders, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmasters. Today, my role as a R counter is to note down any overused word or any filler sound which used during the meeting. That could be like ohms, air, or any repeated word. I will make a report and then share it with all of you. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, So this might sound good in a movie. This might sound good for to create an impact, but not necessarily in a Toastmasters meeting. So Toastmaster Jay is going to keep track of all the filler sounds for us. Now, moving on to the role of grammarian, we have someone who works in operations at ASE Engineers, who likes watching movies and who closely resonates with Geet from Jab We Met. Let's give a big round of applause to our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Manpreet. क्या आप अपनी फेवरेट हो?
Thank you, Toastmaster Aneesh, District Officers, CGD DTM Milind, District PR Manager DTM Milind Patwardhan, Mayank Naidu, Division Director Toastmaster Aditya, Area Director Toastmaster Dinesh, Area Director Toastmaster Venkatesh, Area Director Toastmaster Jay, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and all the esteemed guests. A very good morning to everyone. As the language evaluator for the day, I would be noting down the good usage as well as the not so good usage of English language. Along with that, I would like to give you the word of the day and the phrase of the day. The word of the day is shenanigans, which means a high-spirited or mischievous activity. And the word is generally used in its plural form. An example to state is there are clearly some political shenanigans going on here. The phrase of the day is break a leg, which means to achieve something with distinction. And an example for the same could be to achieve Danny's family told him to break a leg right before he went up on the stage. I would want somebody from the offline as well as the online audience to give it a try and maybe use word of the day and phrase of the day in a sentence. You could raise your hand in case you want to give it a try. Toastmaster Raghav.
Okay, Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest have completed 420, today celebrating 425th meeting with a break a leg. To reach this point, we have used multiple shenanigans and closely and high efforts, genuine efforts to reach here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghav. I think Milind wants to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, as I am talking to you, I am watching the dashboard, and Toastmasters Club of Northwest has indeed broken the leg by achieving 10 DCP points and 51 members, and we are just in February. So congratulations to Toastmasters Club of Northwest. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Milind. I think Toastmaster Jay.
Thank you. So Toastmaster is an international community which never believe in the shenanigans activities. We all are open and ready to share whatever we learn during our journey. Today, we all are here. We will break the leg and then do our best, deliver our best. And where there is a gap, we will fill it. Thank you, and over to you. Hello? Is I'm not audible?
Yes, you are audible, Jay.
Okay, might be the platform.
Toastmaster Jay.
Yeah, thank you. So let me repeat it once again. So Toastmaster International is a community which never believe in shenanigans activities. We all are open and ready to share our learnings with all of you. Today, we all are here to break a leg and deliver our best. And where there is a gap, we will fill it by feedbacks. Thank you and over to you.
I urge each and everyone in the online and the offline mode to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day generously, and to encourage anybody who speaks the word of the day or the phrase of the day on the stage. I want everybody to show a thumbs up so that it motivates people to speak more of it. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Before we move on to our first speech, we have amongst us our club group director, the distinguished Toastmaster Milind. Now, I would like to request to distinguished Toastmaster Milind to speak a few words and address the audience.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Rajendra, and all my friends from Toastmasters Club of Northwest. Of course, I have Mayank, our district PR manager. I have all our area directors. I have Meenal here, who's helping us a lot in the district. So a warm good morning to all of you, and also wish you the very best. Today is Shiva Jayanti, and I think it's indeed a matter of big celebration. I just returned from Mahabaleshwar 2 days back, and I unfortunately could not go up to Pratapgarh for some reason. But whenever Shiva Jayanti brings up so many thoughts in my mind, and I was just attending another meeting. That's why I got late. And there again, there were some very wonderful thoughts. Just try to think about it. Shivaji, in so many ways, was such an iconic leader. If you really think deeper, we often tend to underestimate, or we often tend to not just gloss over what we know about Shivaji. But if you really go deep into the history as a leader, as a communicator, as a visionary, as a person who took initiatives, as a person who was innovative, there are different attributes of Shivaji which he exhibited in his entire span of those 20-25 years when he was the Chhatrapati. And that really, there is so much for all of us as upcoming leaders to learn from this person. So wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful Shiva Jayanti. And thank you very much for inviting me for this meeting. As a Northwest is a club which is like my second home. I have been associated with this club for the last 3 years. I think initially, although it was not in my area, but you are a part of my division. And then of course, you are a club to which all of us Toastmasters look up to. Some of you who are here in this room may not even know the legacy of Toastmasters Club of Northwest. This is a club which has started another 4 clubs. All these clubs that you see around you in Baner, Aund, I think even Wakad for that matter, are all clubs which are born out of Northwest. So Northwest is like a mother of Toastmasters clubs in this part of the city, that is the North and the Northwest. And I have immense respect, gratitude, and I would like to thank Northwest from the bottom of my heart for what you have been doing to the Toastmasters community in this geography of Pune. Pune as a demography is growing in different directions. Toastmasters is also trying to therefore grow in line with those growing demography. And Northwest has really kept our flag flying high in the northwest part of Pune. So now what next? Today I see the dashboard. I said you already have got 51 members, you've got 10 DCP points. Then what are we going to do next? I think you all have reached the pinnacle of your success. But that's not the case. I think there are a lot of 29 new members have joined Northwest during this 7 and 8 months. Let's give them a big round of applause. 29 new members, and we are not even completing 8 months. That means you're clocking almost 3.5 members a month, which is amazing. Now, all those members who have joined, they are new Toastmasters. Northwest as a club may be very old, but the members who have joined with a lot of aspirations, have joined with a lot of ambitions, have joined with a certain target. Are we helping them reach that? I think that is what the leadership of this team should very critically think and do. Help them achieve those targets, achieve those aspirations for which they have joined the club. And not just in terms of, let's say, speaking slots and stuff like that. Even in terms of leadership opportunities, and I'm seeing that happening in Northwest. There are a lot of senior people in this club who have now taken a back seat. I know they are there. Vinod Sharma is there, Meenal is there. I think Jai Singh was a member, Venkatesh is a member. So all of you have now taken a back seat, and I'm seeing a lot of new leaders. So make sure that you continue doing that. Toastmasters is a place where leaders are made, correct? We have to make sure that we really live up to the tagline of Toastmasters. Another thing I would like to thank Northwest is for the wonderful leaders that they have given to the district. Today, I'm very so happy, so proud to see people like Jai Singh, people like Venkatesh, who I can see sitting in the audience over there, people like Meenal, who are contributing so much and helping all of us, the trio and the division director, Aditya, is sitting over here in bringing up the district. Yesterday, I was having almost a 45-minute conversation with Jai and Venkatesh. And I was so happy to see their enthusiasm, their earnestness to contribute to the Toastmasters community. So Northwest, continue to do that. You always will have the backing of the district. Any point of time you feel there is something which the district needs to do better, I expect, and I'm repeating, I expect Northwest somebody to come up and tell us about it. Because we may not be perfect, whether it is Aditya or me as a CGD, or Seema as the district director, or Mayank as the PR manager. We are not perfect. We are all trying. This is a new district, right? District 125 this is the first year of our formation. We are new. We are learning. We had our issues. We had our budget problem. We have now slowly overcome. I'm very proud to say today that we are the number 2 in the region. We are a part of region 13 and district 125. Our district is number 2 in terms of number of clubs and in terms of membership payments, which means that out of about 16 districts, we are number 2. We are number 3 in the world. Can you believe it? We are number 3 in the world today. And if we are lucky, in the next 2 days, I will not be surprised if we become number 1 in the region and maybe even number 1 in the world. I'm serious. I'm not joking. Those of you who have the access to the dashboard, please have a look at it. You may find us becoming number 1 in the region and number 1 in the district. But we have a long way to go. We are only in the 8th month. We've got another 4 months to go. I came to this club because I need help. I'm telling you very clearly. I need this club to give help to the district. How? Number 1 is by giving us leads for new clubs. We have added 10 clubs during this 8 months. 10 clubs we have added. And I am 100% sure that if each one of you thinks, breaks your brain a little and tells, look, this is an organization where probably I have a connect and I can help you in that initial contact. All of you are working in so many reputed professional organizations. Think about it. Is there a possibility of starting a club? We had a wonderful corporate conclave about 3 weeks back, where all these gentlemen sitting over here, Jai Singh, Venkatesh, Aditya, all of them contributed. Can you as a Toastmaster member contribute? Can you just, you have to do nothing. You have got Venkatesh sitting here, you have got Jai Singh sitting here. Just give them those names that, look, Jai Singh, these are the people, these are the organizations, or this is the organization where I work. I can probably give you some help in start. That's all you need. Then these guys will take care of everything. They will do the demo meeting, everything they will do. But we need help. We need connections. Toastmasters is not only about communication, it's also about networking. We have to leverage our network to see how we can make this community grow bigger. Because remember, all of we are professionals. Toastmasters is a ladder to professional success. Just like you are benefiting by being a Toastmaster, it's definitely helping you. Help your other colleagues, help your other organizations with whom you work to bring up Toastmasters. It will be a very satisfying experience. I can assure you that. We all have, Aditya is here. We have been working in the district now for the last 3 years. We feel so satisfied today to see where the district is, the number of clubs that we have added, the way members are contributing, and so on and so forth. So help us in that. Continue adding more members. Think about it, whether it is time for Northwest to probably give birth to another club. Think about it. I will talk to your leadership team separately about it. The various ways in which you can do it. There are so many, a few ailing clubs. Jai Singh has got a couple of clubs where he needs help. Venkatesh is struggling with some clubs where he needs help. Give him that help whenever he asks for it. Go and join their meetings. Those clubs need help. You are strong, but those clubs are not so strong. You can make them stronger by just your presence. So help the district think beyond your club. Contribute to the new members, help them grow, help the district, and above all, enjoy yourself. I always end up saying, Toastmasters is not only about, it should not become a drab event. It should be a fun event. And today I'm so happy to see Rajendra bringing in so much of energy by this Bollywood theme. Every time when you should go back from a meeting, you should feel that you have added value. Your members should feel that अरे आज कुछ अलग से देख के गया, अलग से कुछ सीख के गया, अलग से कुछ समझ के गया. अभी just now I was in another meeting where we did a quick table topic, and then I made them talk about various towns that they come from. Somebody spoke about Yavatmal, somebody spoke about Hyderabad, somebody spoke about Sholapur. In that half an hour, 45 minutes, I learned so many things. Same thing should happen. It should become a fun activity. So enjoy yourself, and thank you for having me in this meeting. And I'm returning the control back to your Toastmaster of the day. I will stay for another half an hour, but I will also leave because I have got another meeting to attend. So thank you very much, and best wishes, Northwest.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster. Those were some really inspiring words, and I'm sure we all will be inspired and make this club and all the other clubs to greater heights. Now, moving on to the first speech. We have our first speaker, whom I like to call as a rowdy Toastmasters. Not because he's rowdy, but because what I resonate or what I feel he resonates with. Before he comes in, let me first call upon his evaluator. So his evaluator for the day is going to be Toastmaster Ashutosh. Toastmaster Ashutosh is a project manager at Bajaj. And one thing I feel a dialogue which resonates with him the most, even though he's a Shah Rukh Khan fan, but there's this one dialogue I feel he resonates the most. That is, तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख, तारीख पे तारीख मिलती रही, लेकिन स्पीच का स्लॉट नहीं मिला VP एजुकेशन. Over you go.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aneesh. And I think Tulsi is kind enough to give me all the speech slots over the period of time. Good morning, Toastmaster dignitaries, President of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Ashutosh. Today, I am going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Rohan. Toastmaster Rohan has chosen a pathway that is dynamic leadership. And from that pathway, he is going to attempt his level 1 and project 4. So the purpose of his project is to practice and apply feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And the purpose of today's speech will be for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. So I wish all the best to Toastmaster Rohan, and I'm giving control back to Toastmaster Aneesh.
So our first speaker is Toastmaster Rohan, or what I like to call as rowdy Toastmaster. Not because he's rowdy or anything, but the way he gives speeches. So one dialogue which I can think for him when he gives speeches. Toastmaster Rohan, please come on stage. So can you add one dialogue from Rowdy Rathod, wherein you talk about your speech?
I can speak only a few lines of that movie. Rathod. That's all. But I don't have the mustaches.
So one dialogue I think we all can resonate with him is, जो मैं लिखता हूँ वो मैं बोलता हूँ, जो मैं नहीं लिखता वो मैं definitely बोलता हूँ. So Toastmaster Rohan, freeing from comfort zone, Toastmaster Rohan.
Okay. Hello, Venkatesh. How are you? Hey, Rohan. I'm fine. How about you? I'm fine. Thank you. Where are you and what are you doing these days? I am in Pune and I have joined an MNC. Sorry, bro. I was too busy to inform you about this. New job? Wow. That's exciting. Tell me something about your job. I have joined an MNC. I am leading an offering management team and I am responsible for the business growth in APAC region. This is much wider role that I have been handling in my previous organization. Wow, that's great. You are lucky to have the skill sets to grab this role. I am not that capable. I don't think I would ever be able to be a people's manager. That's not true. I have been working hard on my communication and leadership skills for last 2 to 3 years. This has helped me on the professional front. I have applied for the jobs for last 1.5 years. All this groundwork has helped me to grab this opportunity. Tell me, what have you done to enhance your communication and leadership skills and to grab your dream role? I was speechless. I had no answer to his questions. Presiding officer, district officers, division directors, area directors, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. A very good morning to you all. Venkatesh continued narrating his story. This story was about a king and a macaw parrot. He continued, once upon a time, there was a king who went to the neighboring kingdom. He was gifted a pair of young macaw parrots. These parrots were the most beautiful that the king had ever seen. So, upon returning to the kingdom, he called the trainer and asked him to train the birds. The king has also allocated them a place in his palace garden. He used to look to them from his palace windows. As the time passed, one fine day, the trainer came to the palace and informed the king that though one of the parrot was flying majestically high, one parrot had not left from his branch the day he has arrived. The king immediately summoned the trainers and the healers from the nearby kingdom. The trainers tried their best, but they failed to make the parrot fly. He asked his courtiers to find the way to make the parrot fly, but they failed. The parrot did not move from its place. Finally, after trying everything, the king thought maybe he needs someone who is more familiar with the natural habitat. So he asked his courtiers to get the farmer from the countryside. The courtiers brought the farmer from the countryside and took him to the parrot to see if he understands the problem of the parrot. The next morning, The king was thrilled to see the parrot flying over the garden palace. He called his servants and asked them to call the farmer and meet him. The farmer came and stood before the king. The king said, "How did you do this? How did you make the parrot fly?" The farmer, with the folded hands and with due respect, said, "Your Majesty, it's simple. I cut the branch of the tree where the parrot was sitting." The moral of the story: we all have the energy to be successful in our life, but we fail to grab the opportunity to be successful. Let us be free from our comfort zone and try to be successful. Venkatesh continued with his golden advice. Now, cut the branch of a comfort zone and join the Toastmasters Club to develop your communication and leadership skills. And try searching on your job websites. Then see how you are a successful leader in your dream job. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. How much of it was decided and how much of it was undecided?
All was decided.
And you spoke all of that. And whatever you didn't decide, how much of it you spoke?
No, it was 1%.
1%. That's why I call you Rowdy Radford. Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan, for your speech. Amazing, and how motivational and how inspiring the speech was. Now, let's call upon our second speaker of the day. But before we call on our speaker, let me call upon the evaluator. Our evaluator for our second speaker is Toastmaster Mayuresh. Toastmaster Mayuresh is a quality assurance lead in IT firm, and what? Sorry. To introduce Toastmaster Mayuresh, I would like to use one dialogue from Devanand's, not Devanand. Let him only decide let him only talk about it. But what I resonate is, Babu Mochai, speech badi honi chahiye, lambi nahi. Over to you, evaluator Mayuresh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And that was an excellent dialogue. Thanks for choosing that. I will go with it. Now, as far as the purpose of my targeted speaker's speech, my targeted speaker, Toastmaster Insiya, she is trying her level 2 first project, that is identifying her leadership style, understanding your leadership style. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to identify her primary leadership style or styles. And apart from that, she can also share some aspects of her leadership styles or discuss leadership styles in general with us. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayuresh. Our target speaker, our second speaker for the day is Toastmaster Insiya. Toastmaster Insiya is a therapist, but I like to call her a wanted Toastmasters. The dialogue which I feel resonates most with her is, एक बार जो मैंने speech लिख दी, तो उसके बाद मैं अपने mentor की भी नहीं सुनती. Let's give a big round of applause and welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Insiya. Toastmaster Insiya, which Toastmaster Insiya, which Bollywood character do you resonate with most?
I think I've replied Sridevi from English to English, but one more favorite character of me is Geet. I think I am like Geet, and I am apni favorite kind of a person.
Okay, so your favorite, but are you a leader? Toastmaster Insiya. Am I a leader? Am I a leader? Toastmaster Insiya.
Am I audible? If you're leader and you know, clap your hands. If you're leader and you know, clap your hands. If you're leader and you know and really want to show, clap your hands. Toastmaster of the day, presiding officer, area directors present, leaders, Toastmasters and guests. A very good morning. I could see a lot of people here were clapping their hands. I think they are aware that they are leaders. But those of you who didn't clap, I think we are in the same boat. We are confused that are we leaders? Because I don't think I am one. Whenever I think of leadership, the first thing that comes in my mind is someone who enters the room, who has a personality, an aura, like Amitabh Bachchan maybe, when he says something that needs to be followed, it should be either his way or highway. And when I see myself, I don't fit into that box. I am not that person. So this reminded me of my job interview. 3 years ago, when I completed my post-graduation, I was interviewed by my boss and she asked me, have you led any assignments in your college? I answered, no. She said, why? I said, because I was in the team. So she said she was shocked that before this, how many ever interviews she took, in that all of them were leading. Then I realized that I think the world is full of leaders and I am the only one who is in the teams. And then I started my journey with Toastmasters, where you all are, where leaders are made. And 1 week back, Toastmasters started asking me this question: what is your leadership style? What a tough question it is. Leadership style? Is there something like that also? I started scratching my head. But then Toastmasters, as it is generous, said me, relax, don't worry. Why fear when I am here? I will help you identify your leadership skill. And for that, it came up with an assessment which had so many questions. I thought, chalo, after answering those questions, I will come to know what is my leadership style. And I just hoped and prayed that I get some fancy one. I answered all the questions and then the answer came upon. Can anybody of you think what could be my leadership style from all the 6 or 8 leadership styles that we have? Yes. No. No. I am charismatic, but no. It is okay. I'll give you a situation and you will guess what the leadership style is. That leadership style everybody follows in their home. It is like ghar ka thing. It is when you have to discuss with everybody before taking a decision. It is basically what guy to marry, what house to take, but you have to take opinion from everyone and then make a decision. Which leadership style is that? Yes, democratic leadership style. So that is the leadership style that I got. I was like, what is this leadership style? This is something which I do in daily life. What is so innovative about it? I started thinking of examples that maybe when I have applied that democratic style, then it took me back to my initial working days when my boss came to me one day. She was very happy. That means she had some work. She came to me and she asked me, Insiya, I am thinking that you should be the head of the interns department. I said, what? She said, yes, you are very eligible for it and also we don't have anybody else. So I said, okay, I took up that opportunity. I helped the interns. Uh, I helped them give feedback, reach their potential. We made sure that whatever decisions that were taken were were taken in a team collaborated way. It was not that I was the one who was demanding and they were following it. And luckily, the interns were very happy. They went and they said my boss that Insia did a really great job. They said that she was one of the nicest supervisors that I met. She was very approachable. She made sure that she thought of our needs and made decisions according to it. So then, my ma'am called me. She had a happy face again. And then she congratulated me that, wow, Insia, I heard some really good things about you and I'm really happy. But I was not that happy. She saw my face and then she asked me, what is it? Why are you not happy? So then I said that I don't feel that I have done something extraordinary. Isn't it something that you're supposed to do? Supposed to take other people's advice and make decisions? I have not done anything leader like. That time she told me that Insia, it is a true leader is someone who does not feel that he himself is the leader. It is the people around him who thinks that he or she is a leader. And I think you should be happy because the people around you thinks you are a leader. I actually really don't know if I am a leader or not. I don't know if I am I have a democratic leadership style or amalgamation of other styles. The only thing I know is that people think I am a leader and my boss is paying me for that. So back to you, Toastmasters today.
Wow, wonderful. Just like a Bollywood movie. Initially, it had suspense. Later on, it had few moments, few comedy scenes, just like a movie. Let's talk a little more about movies. Since starting from 1913, a silent feature film till 1930s to 1950s. Like us, our movies were also struggling. Our movies were struggling to find funding. Our movies were struggling to find a base. Most of the movies, what we made until 50s, or other, I would say until 30s, were based on our roots, our traditions, and focused only about those things. As and when we started achieving freedom, our very own movies, which were pro-Indian and depicting about our culture, started to drift a little bit away from our culture. We started embracing more Western values. That can be seen from our music. Until 1950s, movies valued singers who probably were not as good looking as movie stars today, but they had good voices, they had good command over their voices, and they had good skills to sing. Movies earlier were about just songs and music. It wasn't surprising to have 8 songs in a movie in 1930s, 1940s. But later on, things started changing. From 1950s, instruments like guitar, synthesizer, saxophone, all these instruments which are supposed to be Western were adopted by Bollywood. Our music started to become more mellower, moving away from the traditional ragas to more blues and jazz. The move, the lyrics, they started becoming more simple, more that people could relate to, and thus started a new journey of Bollywood. We are halfway through our meeting, and I would like to say, picture abhi baki hai mere dost. So before we move on to the second part, let's take a 1 minute break and give feedback to all our speakers, Toastmaster Rohan and Toastmaster Insiya. People on the online mode can type your feedback in chat, and people on the offline mode can give it to them in person. And in that meantime, can we have a poll for our speakers, or do we plan to do it later? Oh yeah, time. Yeah, let's first move on to timer report to see if all the speakers have been qualified. Toastmaster Shalmali, can you please let us know if all the speakers are qualified and their timings?
Yes, both our speakers are qualified, and TM Rohan take 5 minutes and 40 seconds, and TM Insiya took 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we will have a voting for the speaker now. Yeah. So in the meantime, while the polls are being launched and voting is about to begin, we can give feedbacks to our speakers. Okay, we'll do it that way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we can just start off with the voting for the best speaker. So everyone just close your eyes, and whenever I take name of speakers, just raise your hand if you are planning to vote for that speaker. Okay, everyone please close your eyes. So our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Rohan. Please raise your hands for Toastmaster Rohan. Okay. For our second speaker, Toastmaster Insiya. Please raise your hand if you want to vote for Toastmaster Insiya. Okay. While we collate our votes, I have a task for every one of you. I will tell about a dialogue. I'll speak a dialogue, but that dialogue won't be in Hindi. It will be in English. One of you will have to guess that dialogue, from which movie that dialogue is, and perform that dialogue as it was spoken in the movie. Is everyone ready with this? Okay. The dialogue goes, what value do you know about a 1 pinch vermilion? Oh, yes, whoever wants to, you will have to come here and you will have to act. Toastmaster Insiya? Yes, give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Insiya. You have to tell the name of movie and act.
I think it's Om Shanti Om, Deepika Padukone. एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो अनीश बाबू.
Thank you. Yes, we have collated all the votes. We will disclose the winners at the end of the meeting during our moments of glory. Now, let's move on to some more fun sessions. Break first or sorry? Okay. So we do have some fun sessions planned, but before that, we will take a quick break of 5 minutes, and then we'll have the fun activity. Okay. Thank you. Welcome back to part 2 of our meeting. As said earlier, we will be playing certain games, but थोड़ा और इंतजार करते हैं खेल के लिए. Before that, let's jump on to our table topic session. To conduct a table topic session, we have a Toastmaster who is an IT professional, and he likes reading and writing traveling blogs. He resonates very closely with Devanand. Let's call upon Toastmasters Vikash, who will conduct the table topic session.
Hello, Toastmasters. Am I audible online? Okay, so today's theme is really cool, Bollywood and all. By looking this kind of T-shirt, not me, which actor you resemble? Rishi Kapoor. At some extent, Shah Rukh Khan also, but Rishi Kapoor. So what he wrote in his biography and in this thing, that in later part of his career, he developed big family packs and also to hide those. He used to wear these kind of t-shirts or sweaters. So, okay. Anyway, okay, table topic. So coming back to table topic. So for our guest, for your reference, what is table topic? So in table topic, what we give opportunity to everyone, like, and to come here, you are given a topic, random topic, and maybe you will speak for 1 or 2 minutes on that. So it just develop the practice of thinking on your feet and speak impromptu. So this is kind of a table topic, and I encourage our guests to participate in this. Okay, it will be fun. Okay, so are you ready, guys? Yes. Okay, let me pick up my notes. So first I will, who is the volunteer first? Okay, come here, sir. First, maybe you tell your name for people know you, but as a practice, and then I will give you a
Toastmaster Nilesh.
Toastmaster Nilesh. Okay, so Toastmaster Nilesh, your topic is a Bollywood role you wish you could have played. Over to you. You understand a Bollywood
Yes,
role?
I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I get 30 seconds, please? 30 seconds. For...
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmasters of the day, district leaders, area directors, and my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Role which I would love to play, or I would have got chance to play in a movie. Three Idiots, Rancho. Why Rancho? There is one similarity which I have seen in his role as well as in me. Whenever I'm in the office or whenever I'm in a friend, I don't believe that I am there to just run in a rat race. I truly believe that I am there to learn something, to create something, and to prove others that yes, we all can work together and create a value, add value to the place, to the people around us. And that's why I genuinely feel that Rancho is one kind of role which definitely I would love to play, maybe again in the future movies. And again, when I say movie is not only in Bollywood, movies here. I think today's theme is Bollywood. We can play that movie here as well. And definitely in future, I would like to play such kind of roles, maybe in a speech or maybe in a contest wherein I would be able to add value to the people, to the society, and to the Toastmasters. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. Rancho is like a great character we have seen in well, actually from my side, like after marriage, my wife also asked me, "Tumhari kaun si achhi movie like your favorite?" I said, "Dule Raja." So that role, Govinda played by Govinda, and I really like that role. I like to play. So next topic. Okay. Yeah, we need to give chance to guest first. So yeah, oh, we have one more guest here. Yeah, I'll give chance to everyone, no problem. So first, maybe we'll give a presence. So maybe the lady, if you can come. Don't worry, I'm not giving you very tough topic or something. So what's your name?
My name is Amrita.
Amrita. Okay. So Amrita, your topic is your favorite Shah Rukh Khan movie. You can talk about one.
Okay.
You like Shah Rukh Khan or not?
I don't like him, but yeah, okay, we watch his movies too. Okay, my favorite Shah Rukh Khan movie would be Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, because we can relate him, and his actually journey was nice in the movie, like he's going to London to study and then coming back, waiting for his mother to gradually invite in the house. And we all have this thing with our parents that we think of, that our parents are not that welcoming to us, but we don't know about them. Their side is totally different and our side is totally different. The generation gap that we have is not that powering, I would say. We have, sorry. But my I'm not that confident right now.
Okay, no problem. So,
Thank you.
this was a really nice attempt. And we have seen so many memes about that movie. Ki bhai, okay, it was shown that Jaya Bachchan know that Shah Rukh Khan is coming. भाई वो पूरा chopper आ रहा है वहां से, तो सबको आवाज आएगी कि भाई chopper has come, so Shah Rukh Khan has arrived. But it was okay. So next topic, who is volunteering? Please raise your hand. Anyone from online? Or okay, okay. So after this, Meenal. Okay. So your topic. What's your name, sir?
My name is Rahul Shimpi.
Okay, Rahul. Rahul. Okay. So Rahul. Okay. Okay. Do you agree that songs are actually the essence of Bollywood, or are irrelevant? Songs in Bollywood movies. Like, do you think those are important or have any value, or kind of we should follow Hollywood? Getting my topic right?
Yeah, I got your topic. Yeah. So first of all, good afternoon, everyone. Today is my first day of this meeting. My friend Nilesh, who constantly talk about this session, and today I decided to join this session. So thank you so much, Nilesh and everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of you. So your topic is songs in Bollywood is relevant or not relevant. Okay, so I think it is relevant because some songs or some movies are, motivate the public, and the songs is also motivate the people, right? That's why I thought that songs in the movies are relevant. Thank you so much.
So which song you think that motivates you, or any song which is coming in your mind?
So again, those songs are, जो देशभक्ति के ऊपर है वो songs. I like those songs that motivate people.
15 August and you see
Yeah, correct.
The feel आता है ना भाई कि.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Rahul. Okay, so next is Meenal ma'am. Okay. Okay, Meenal ma'am को topic थोड़ा उनके level का देना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, Meenal ma'am. Okay, so your topic is a Bollywood movie you think most closely resembles your life. Closely resembles.
Okay. Just give me 10 seconds to think of.
Yeah, sure. मेरी तो दूल्हे राजा है.
Now here, luckily the movie that closely resembles my life is someone whom I admire the most as an actor, and that's Amir Khan. And the movie is Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. And the reason being, the movie was released when I was in standard 2. And it so happened that 2 days prior to the annual exam, I was down with fever. It was literally 103 degree Fahrenheit. And at that time, even the school teacher said that she'll anyways pass because her track record is good and all that. But I was hellbent that no, I want to appear for the exams. I don't want marks just to be given as a charity. That was my line of argument. And then my father said that, do you want any dose of inspiration over there? I said, I would love if I get that inspiration. And he put on that movie for me. We didn't have a VCR at that time. He got it on rent and he put it on for me. And the way in the last 13 minutes, Amir Khan manages out of nowhere, that was a source of inspiration for me. And actually, I stood first in the entire class, not just on the basis of the last 3 terms records, but even in the final examination. So whenever I feel low, that is the movie I watch, Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. And that will always be close to my heart. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Great, great. Yeah, of course, like Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. You remember that song, Root Kar Tumko? I think that was a part of this Root Kar Tumko Kahin Jab Chal. Root Ke, exactly. That was a really great song. Thank you, Minal ma'am. Thank you. Okay, who's okay? So we got the next volunteer. Come here, sir. Okay. Oh, Shreyas. Okay, so Shreyas, your topic will be what change you like to see in Bollywood movies? Any change you want to see in Bollywood movies? Okay.
Yeah. So Bollywood movies, I classify basically in 2 types. One is Karan Johar Bollywood, and other is Priyadarshan Bollywood. So, so the way Priyadarshan used to make movies, those were very ground to earth. Like if you see Hera Pheri, Golmaal, not Golmaal, but similar kinds of movies where it was very ground to earth and it talked to the reality of what truly as Indians we are, and it had a comedy as well as a satirical touch. Like in Hera Pheri 2, they go from riches to rags, and again they go to the top with a very comedic ending. So that is, and also that teaches a lot about our how we close, how things can happen, and what things cannot happen, but still it feels like they are happening to us. You know, like it is not a case for cross connection between 2 people, and it happens that you get a call from a kidnapper saying that your child is with us. How many of raise your hands if that has happened to you? I guess not. I guess not. So that are movies are like fascinations for us, things that cannot come true, but we still live that fascination. Those are more than books. In books are also quite famous means of fascinate, or people live their fantasies. After a tiresome day, if you get to read a lofty novel, it fills your day with calmness. So that is also a thing movies provide to us by watching some movies, and some movies do give a headache. So yeah, that is what I want to see more in Bollywood or more in movies in general. They should like, it's my personal opinion, but movies should be more like relaxing. They not give us like, whenever I used to watch Karan Johar movies, I used to feel like, why do I have to be like this? So over to you. So table topic now.
Yeah, so yeah, that is one of the perspective. Do have you observed, maybe not new kids, but that in 90s when shifted it gear and moved towards Karan Johar kind of cinema or foreign locations and all, that time Mithunda's movie in local villages and all, Mithunda's movie took a surge, that popularity. And then after Mithunda returned to Bollywood again, then this South Ka movie in small towns, Rabi Teja and all, because this mass population was kind of not engaging with Bollywood because they were on different world and all. So maybe that was the thing that Bollywood can think of. So who is next? Oh, Ashut. Guest, yeah. Do you like to? Okay, so first, अब तो आपकी किस्मत ही ऐसी है तो क्या करें, आपको slot ही नहीं मिलता. Yeah, no, please come. We want to hear from you first. We have heard so many speeches from Ashutosh and okay. So your name, sir? Gurpreet sir. So Gurpreet sir. Okay, no problem. Gurpreet. Maybe you can talk about Sunny Paji's movies. Okay. Anything coming in your mind?
I don't think I have seen his movies. Are...
Okay. Okay, so maybe Karan Johar movie.
No.
Okay, which genre movie you have seen? Oh, private movies.
No, that's okay. Karan, we'll go with Karan. Yeah, that's totally fine. Hello everyone, my name is Gurpreet Singh, and I think Karan Johar's movies are very exaggerated and not up to the mark. I don't like his movies, but I know many people do. In general, I would say that Karan Johar's movies are very dramatic and not very real, but as I said earlier, exaggerated. No, I hate his movies. Every movie. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Marvel movies, MCU. That's not Bollywood, but yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so you are more in Hollywood, huh? Okay, great. Okay, but Sunny Paji की movie देखो, like, I mean, Sunny Paji याद आ गए. So have you like you guys seen Ghatak? Because he got national award for Ghayal, but I truly believe that Ghatak was a cult. Like if you see those anger kind of a scene, that fighting in cage, and there was a dialogue कि उसका भाई बोलता है कि काशी we will go back to Banaras, अपनी जमीन है ना. सन्नी पाजी बोलते कौन सी जमीन, बुज़दिल की कोई जमीन नहीं होती. I mean that kind of dialogue. So Ghatak, I really like Amrish Puri. Great Amrish Puri's acting there. I mean that was. सरदार जी आप देखो, ऐसा नहीं. Okay. गदर, अरे गदर का, अरे मैं सनी देओल कहाँ उनको मैच करूंगा. Okay, so who is coming next? हाँ, अब आ जाओ. Okay, Ashutosh, your topic. If Bollywood wants to make a biography on your life, which actor you think like he should play that role? Yeah.
If Bollywood wanted to make a biography on my life, which actor should play that role? No one should. Because when I see biography, it is somewhat, cinema is nothing but a reflection of our real life. How we wanted the overall world should be, or the audience should be. There should be a lot of learnings what can go to the society, and people can take learnings from them, and then they should act accordingly. And we have a numerous people around us whom learnings can definitely be cascaded to the society. So that personality should be someone who has done something great in their life. I feel I'm on the journey of doing something really great, but it is still, and I'm on the ladder of that journey. So in terms of making a biography, the personality should be chosen someone who has really done a great job. I'm not one of them. And if at all any actor that I like who has done a good biography, so I like, I don't know whether that is biography or not. Sultan, the Salman Khan has played a very great role in that movie. So I like the physique that he was wearing, the way he was showing his moves in the arena of that boxing. That movie I liked. And other than that movie, if we talk about Amir Khan, definitely Dangal was a great movie. What I feel, I was resonating very much that if I have not something great in my life, why not my offspring should do that? So that was something that represented Amir Khan in his movie when Fogart sisters did a great, and Amir Khan was teaching them. So when it is biography, actors are good, that they have demonstrated their acting skills. Shah Rukh Khan in Chak De, Amir Khan in Dangal, Salman Khan in Sultan. So these are the actors that have represented themselves as a good actor in terms of giving those learnings to the society. So I'm not the one for whom one should do any biography. Thank you, and back to you. But definitely I wanted to be one someday.
ग्रेट ग्रेट, तो आप तो खान्स वाले हो, आजकल तो बायकॉट खान्स चल रहा है भाई. ओके ग्रेट. How we are doing with timing? We can take one more. So anybody coming? Okay. Okay, so Sergeant it out. And a Bollywood actor who you think is underrated? You can take your time.
Yeah. Okay. Bollywood actor who is underrated. Yeah. So Bollywood actor who is underrated, I think Arshad Warsi, who is underrated despite he has very good abilities. He can do all kinds of roles. Watch his movie, first movie. It was in 1997, Tere Mere Sapne. It was when that movie was released. It was, for initial 2-3 weeks, nobody went to watch that movie. But subsequently it picked up and it was a blockbuster movie. Then we saw his movies like Munna Bhai MBBS. He did a very comic, very good role. He can do all kinds of roles. Still, I feel he's very underrated, and the Bollywood could not able to utilize his potential to the maximum. So with that, over to you. Thanks. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Like, I think there are directors and producers who like invent this talent and nurture it, but sometimes they are not able to do justice. So I also have one more name, Akshay Khanna. If you read, like, he is kind of underrated. We should have utilize. I mean, directors and producers, they should have utilized his potential more. So I think with that we conclude this table topic session. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikash. A wonderful way to cover the journey of Bollywood. I'll just recap a couple of decades back. So we reached until 1950s, where our music was getting westernized. Our movies had themes which were kind of Western. Let's move on to 70s. 70s was the time period when music was even more simple. Lyrics had meaning, and the meaning was well resonated and well connected with the masses. At the same time, concept like first love, love at first sight, love marriages, all these were prevalent in our society, and that exactly was the reflection of the Bollywood movies. Let's come to the 80s. 80s had more of like disco vibe. Coming from rock and roll culture from US and Canada and UK, we adopted the same culture, and we had stars like Mithunda, who is the famous disco dancer. We had action movies, wherein movies like from 70s and 80s, Sholay, Diwar, that spoke about an idealistic nature. The nature what we would want us to be, how a hero should be. It's not practical in any sense, but that's how everyone wanted it to be. Coming to 90s, it was again love affair. We had amazing, beautiful movies like Ashiki, which was again remade a couple of decades later. Then we had DDLJ. This was the period of larger than life films. Karan Johar, when he made DDLJ. Now, can you imagine having a big wedding, big fat wedding, and at the end of wedding, when the groom and the bride, when the bride runs away, and father going back and telling his daughter, "Ja Simran, ji le apni zindagi." Do you think this will ever happen in real life? In 90s? Probably it never. But now, if you think, will that ever happen now? Probably it is happening. So that is the impact Bollywood has had on us. Our thinking, our patterns, the way we think, what we think is changing from these movies. Marriages were a very low-key affair. But now, if you have to get married, भाई कम से कम 10 लाख डिले करने पड़ेंगे. मुझे करण जौहर स्टाइल वेडिंग चाहिए, मुझे ये लहंगा चाहिए, मुझे वो लहंगा चाहिए, एक फ्लाइट बुक करना है. So all these things, the way we are changing, the way our tastes are changing, Bollywood has had a deep impact on our lives. Bollywood has also went through a lot of controversies recently. Bollywood has been accused of plagiarizing, taking and copy pasting movies from Korea, movies from Hollywood, music from Korea, Hollywood, and then just pasting it under their own label. The legal battles continue till date. The original creators don't get credit, but their music gets famous all over India because we have such a mass fan base. Bollywood right now is facing another challenge. Recently, you all would have heard about boycott Bollywood movies. Now, why has Bollywood reached at this stage? Did Bollywood lack originality? Where did it all lose? My analysis is somewhere from 1990s to 2000s, we lost originality and we were more commercial. Directors and producers wanted more commercial movies, movies which will make more money rather than substance. Today, Bollywood maybe lacks a substantial movie, a movie that is good for the direction, movie that tells a good story, movie that has good camera work, movie that has good acting. But Bollywood has been here for over 110 years and it is going to be here for even longer. Now, let's move on to our next session, which is game session. For that, I invite Toastmaster Insiya, our wanted Toastmaster.
Thank you. Okay, so now I will be, as it is a milestone meeting, we need to have some fun. And I am fun and I am entertainment also. So I'm going to play some games. So the first game that we are going to play, in that game, the XCOM is compulsory. So we'll start with the XCOM. So we have President. So please, on the stage, Toastmaster Mayur, Toastmaster Tulsi, anybody else? Toastmaster Aneesh is also in the XCOM. Please. No. We will have. No. No, come. I would want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. I would want 3 more volunteers. Because of course we. Yes. And I think Toastmaster Venkatesh, please. You. Okay. Oh, we have so many people. Okay, so basically, have you heard of Chinese whisper? This is action whisper. Okay, so there you don't have to speak because Toastmaster is all about speaking. How much should we speak? We'll show. Okay. For that, what we are going to do is everybody's going to stand facing each other so that they cannot see each other. Okay? Everybody. They cannot see each other. Yes. This way. Okay. So the thing is, we'll start with Toastmaster Tulsi. Toastmaster Tulsi is going to show some actions, okay, to Toastmaster Aneesh. that has to be carried forwarded till Toastmaster Venkatesh. So we'll see if Toastmaster Tulsi and Toastmaster Venkatesh had same things. But here the twist is, everybody of you will be adding one extra action of your own. Okay? Has everybody understood the game rules? Understood the game? Yeah, yes, thank you. Yes, so making it more easy. Okay, so Toastmaster Anish, you will face Toastmaster Tulsi. Toastmaster Tulsi, you can randomly show anything, any actions. At least 2, 3. Yeah, in okay. Toastmaster Tulsi, you can come and see the hilarious things that's going to happen. See. Okay. So now we will see what Toastmaster Venkatesh has, and then Toastmaster Tulsi would like you to show again to just see the. Yes, yes, we'll see first Toastmaster Venkatesh. Yeah, just show what you saw, or like what you showed. So I think, yeah, that was it. So the whole. No. I think we'll just see that what Toastmaster Tulsi showed and what Toastmaster Venkatesh. So thank you. Okay, so I think one thing that we learn from this game that I have learned personally is that you interpret a lot. Even if the person is not telling or not saying something, miscommunication is something which is very clearly audible from, I think it went ahead from Toastmaster Anish only. Yeah. Okay. So now there is one more game. How many of you have heard of the game called Taboo? Okay, you know how to play Taboo. So basically, Taboo is a game in which you will be given a sheet of paper, a card. On that paper, there will be one word written. Okay. For example, the word is hospital. Okay. And down, there are 3, 4 more words given, like doctor, patient, nurse. You have to explain the word called hospital to everybody. You can speak by not using, you have to make sure that you're not using the below words. You have to explain without using the words given below. Okay? Has anybody, like everybody has understood? As Toastmaster Raghavendra has already played, he can come first and show us how to play it.
And then actually they use multiple words and 1 minute time and explain how many you can explain.
Okay, okay. So the first word is, and if you will use any of these words, I'll say
Taboo.
yes, I'll say taboo. Anybody can guess.
And any time limit?
Yeah, I think we'll keep some time limit. 30
Okay.
seconds.
So,
1 minute.
okay, fine. Okay, start. The thing for which we go to theater, and the two persons who are like main part of this thing. First one.
That's correct. Very well done. Okay, Toastmaster Vikash. As you know so much of Bollywood, I think you would be
So just make clarify. So I do not
have to use the words given. You have to explain, but don't use the words given. So you have to explain this word, but don't use the. I think it's pretty easy.
the one who performs in movies. नहीं है ना नहीं है नहीं oh sorry
Okay, I think Toastmaster Deva, you can try the next one. It's a nice one. Try. It's easy. Think you will get it. They will also get it. I think.
It is a movie from a leading actor who has performed the another movie, Fashion. The other movies of her, like We Will Die. How many times will die?
Yes. See, you are so good. It was so difficult. Nice. Toastmaster Manpreet, would you like to go for the next one?
This is a trick one. Okay. It's a movie from an underrated actor and an underrated actress. Not very famous, but okay. It is related to that one chapter that was skipped in our schools. Thank you for that.
Very well done. Very well done. Yes. Okay, anybody else who wants to go? We have 2, 3 more. You would like to go for it? I think.
Okay. So
You want to go for the next one?
no, I'll do this. This is an entertainment industry in India, of India.
I was just going to do something that he does not like. Everybody would say Bollywood. Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sure.
It is a stage in a building where everybody performs.
Yeah, we got an answer.
I got theater.
Theater. Very quick that was. I think I thought it would be difficult. Would you like to come and try?
Is a movie name which resonate with what's it? Yes.
How did you know?
That's right. That's right.
That was really good. And I think there is one last. Anybody wants to try? Who has not tried? Anybody? Toastmasters? Yeah. Oh. Okay. How should I? Please come, please. It is a he. Yeah, it's a he. English wala he. It's a he. He is a he. Oh my God. If we talk about English Hindi movies, Joru Ka Gulam is what he's called. Who is Joru Ka Gulam? Who is called Joru Ka Gulam usually?
Husband.
That is the correct answer. That is the answer. With this, I give back control back to the Toastmaster of the day for today.
So, thank you, Toastmaster Insiya, for that fun session. I hope you all are refreshed. So let's move on to voting for best table topic speaker. Yeah, before that, let's get a timer's report from a timer of the day. Toastmaster Sharmili, can you let us know if all the speakers are qualified?
Yes, all the speakers are qualified.
Thank you.
Yes.
So as Zoom master, Toastmaster Mayur will launch the poll for online people on the online mode, and for offline mode, we will follow the same procedure. I will take names of all the speakers. You will have to close your hands and raise your hands if you're voting for that speaker. So let's get started. Everyone, please close your eyes. Speakers? Yeah. I'll just tell everyone's name. Raise your hands. Yep. Yeah, so first speaker was Toastmaster Nilesh. No, Toastmaster Nilesh, please stand up. So he was the first speaker. Now everyone, please close your eyes and raise your hands if you want to vote for them. Achha. Okay. Okay, so first speaker was Toastmaster Nilesh, then was guest Amruta, then guest Rahul, next to Toastmaster Nilesh, DTM Meenal, then Toastmaster Shreyas, guest Gurpreet, and Toastmaster Ashutosh, and Toastmaster Tatya Sahib. Now let's get started with the voting. Please close your eyes. People who want to vote for Toastmaster Nilesh, please raise your hand. Okay. People who want to vote for guest Rahul, raise your hand. Okay. People who want to vote for DTM Meenal, raise your hand. People who want to vote for Toastmaster Shreyas. People who want to vote for guest Gurpreet. People who want to vote for Toastmaster Ashutosh. And people who want to vote for Toastmaster Tata Sahib. Yep. All votes have been collated. Oh yes, and people who want to vote for guest Amruta. Close your eyes. Thank you all for the voting. Now let's begin with the evaluation session. To conduct the evaluation session, I call upon Toastmaster Raghavendra, the Chulbul Pandey for the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Okay, District Director DTM Seema Rani, CGD DTM Milind sir, District PR Manager DTM Mayank Naidu, Division Director, fellow area directors, Toastmaster of the day, Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Good afternoon once again. Now we are at our final session of today's meeting. That's the evaluation. So first we will start with all the speech evaluation. For the first speaker for Toastmaster Rohan, we had a evaluator Toastmaster Ashutosh. I request Toastmaster Ashutosh to present his report. Give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Ashutosh.
I should start. So timer, do not start my timing now. I'll ask you when to start. So we
Sure,
all
TM
know.
Vikash.
Okay. So we all have heard SWOT analysis, right? SWOT. So I wanted to go Toastmaster Rohan evaluation by following the SWOT analysis method. So Shal Malik, you can start my timings. Freeing from comfort zone. Now we'll go one after another. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So what was the strength of Rohan's speech? There was a clarity. What he wanted to communicate to everybody was we understood that he wanted us to free from our comfort zone. What all areas gives us relaxed pleasure and where we do not come out from the comfort zone and do not act on. So these are the areas which we have to move out, and that idea was communicable to us. It was an informal, personal, and conversational because he has explained the story when there is a communication between Venkatesh and Toastmaster Rohan. Brevity was there in his speech. As a person, Toastmaster Rohan is an interesting and jovial person, as we all know. And the speech was listener oriented, that we all wanted to understand from him that what he wanted to say. And he was quite, the idea was quite something that we all want to understand. So clarity, informal, personal conversation was there. Speech was concrete as well. So weakness, what all weaknesses were there in his speech? I find that there was a lot of improvement required in terms of having a good facial expression. From start to the end, he has some subtle smile on his face when you are delivering your speech. Depending on the content and the dialogue of the speech, you should be act accordingly. There should not be a constant smile all the time, and that was on his face. Hand gestures was it is also that area where it needs a lot of improvement, because all the time your hands were like this. And I have clicked 3 or 4 photos, and I have shared it to Mayur also. If you wanted, you can portray on the screen as well. So hand gesture was not at all good, so he need to work on that also. A good speech is a sprinkled of lot many things. It is not just the clarity of thought, it is also how you're going to present on the stage. So those areas I feel that he's missing. The conviction in his speech was also missing, something that he need to work on, because when he was delivering his speech, I cannot feel that he's really feeling that words what he was saying. The last time when he has given his speech, there was a feedback given to him. There should be a audience engagement, that was also missing. He was speaking on his own, and I don't feel that people were able to connect him to the extent what was the feedback given to him. So not a good facial expression, hand gesture require improvement, conviction was missing, and the audience engagement was also missing. The 4 areas that he need to work on. Opportunities, as we all know that he is an excom of our member, excom of our club. So other than having a speaking slot, he do interact with a lot of people. So it is not about having these qualities that need to be put in his speech only. He can practice those things when he is communicating to all of us, and when he is meeting to the new member. So there are multiple opportunities are available with you when you can work on these areas and excel in your specific domain. When we talk about threat, competition is going to be global. Our global competition is around the corner. So it is always that you need to keep a good care of technological challenges as well. So when you are speaking, I saw you are all the time like this at this place. You need to be camera conscious at the same time, because when the competition is global, you need to be aware that people will or not be in a physical format. So you have to be careful while speaking, that whether you are in a close proximity of camera or not. This is it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashutosh. For next speech by Toastmaster Insiya, we had evaluator Toastmaster Mayuresh. I request Toastmaster Mayuresh to present his report. Please give a round of applause. That's okay.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Rajendra. Honorable dignitaries, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, a very warm welcome to the 428th milestone meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. To evaluate Toastmaster Insiya, I would like to reiterate what she said in the beginning. If you are leader and you know it, clap your hands. If you're leader and you know it, clap your hands. And that was a very engaging start any speech can have. She did not stop there. She also continued with engaging the viewers, the spectators. She gave us some examples of leadership style and let audience guess what leadership style is what. And also gave an example about related to our current theme, that is Bollywood. And that was driving the point home. And it might seem that they were all shenanigans, but they were not. They were all essentials for her speech, and so kudos to that for her. She also showed the very engaging engaging body language and a very clear tone of the speech, and which was really enjoyable. And for that also, I would like to give her kudos. She narrated her leadership style in a personal story, and as we all know, our personal stories are what make us relate to everything more to the speaker. They make feel that the speech is actually a part of our own. So that was really excellent part of her speech, which I'd like to see more in her speeches. Now, as come to the improvements, when she ended her speech, like she was baffled about her leadership style and her own boss, she was convincing her that she has done a good job. It was coming at the very end, and so if she would have taken it a little more ahead in the speech, it would have made more impact. Like instead of at the red card, if she would have done it at the yellow card, it would have driven the point home. She would have gotten a whole minute to explain why her leadership style was good, how it was good, and what impact it made on her team. That would have really driven her point home. Apart from that, I thought if she would have explained her leadership style, that is strategic leadership style at little depth, that would have been really great for her speech. Like instead of just saying that strategic leadership is taking votes from everyone and apply that, she could have also compared the leadership style with other leadership styles like authoritarian leadership styles or democratic leadership styles, and explain the differences between the strategic and the other leadership styles. So that would have really got the finest points in her speech. Overall, it was really a great speech, and I'd like to see my target speaker to break a leg and give more and more speeches. All the best to my target speaker, and over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayuresh. Now I request timer Toastmaster Shamli to present her timer's report and let us know who are qualified for the voting. Evaluators timer report.
Yes. So TM Ashutosh took 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and TM Mayuresh took 3 minutes and 6 seconds. So TM Mayuresh is qualified.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Shamli. So
Yes,
as
thank
we
you.
have only one timer, only evaluator, so we won't have voting. Now moving ahead, now it's time for role players reports. So now I first request our grammarian Toastmaster Manpreet to present her grammarian report. Please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghav, District Officers, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A very good afternoon again. To start with my report, I would want to start with the not so good usage of English language in today's meeting. There were quite a few of them. So overall, the meeting went really great. We did not have a lot of bad usages today. Somebody said people's manager. People in itself is a plural word. So we need not have an apostrophe S with it. So it's people manager. Somebody said is trying to give a project, is trying to attempt a project. Somebody pronounced the word thus in thus. It's actually thus. Somebody said speak about a dialogue, speak of a dialogue. Somebody said movies are fascination, movies are fantasy. Our fascination is not a bad usage, but is a fantasy is a better way to say it. Talking about the good usages, we had a lot of good usage in today's meeting, but to state a few, somebody said milestone is not achieved but earned. That's a very strong statement. Somebody used camaraderie, which means a feeling of friendship and trust among a group of people who share an experience, which is what we do here at Toastmasters. Somebody said weak spot, which means a state of being vulnerable. Somebody said katier, which means a rural laborer. Somebody pronounced it in a wrong way. They said cotier, it's actually katier. So the next one is my way or the highway, which means it's an expression that whatever the speaker says has to be accepted. There's no alternative to it. Somebody also used riches to rags. It is actually rags to riches, but it has a very strong meaning, which says state of great poverty to great wealth, which is what our Indian movies depict generally. Somebody used cult movie, again, a very strong word. It says a disaster on its first release. That is what it means. Having genres of horror or sci-fi, that is what a cult movie is. And another good usage was larger than life. The phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Mayuresh during his evaluation. So can we have a huge round of applause for him? Unfortunately, not a lot of people used the word of the day and the phrase of the day in today's meeting, but I did notice some instances where it could have been used. For example, when Toastmaster Aneesh was talking about Karan Johar movies here, he said that Karan Johar films are have larger weddings in the movies. You could have have greater wedding shenanigans in his movies. Or when you said Ja Simran Ja, you could have said Go Simran Go, break a leg, you know. Or when Toastmaster Insiya was having the game that she conducted, she could have motivated all the players that they were here by saying go break a leg. So that is some little spices that you can add to your role. And to do that, so every language evaluator sends the word of the day and the phrase of the day in the official group by Thursday or Friday maximum. So what a speaker can do is they can try and go through their speeches once and see if the word of the day and the phrase of the day can fit in their speeches. It's not a mandate thing, but of course you can try and do that. And so is the case with the role players as well. Now that all the role players come onto the stage to explain their role, try and incorporate the word of the day and the phrase of the day. I think that is the purpose why the language evaluator sends it way in advance. So that's it from my role. Over to you, Toastmaster Raghav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manpreet. Now our final report. That is our R counters report, and I request Toastmaster Jay to present R counters report. Let's do a round of applause.
I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Perfect. Thank you. Today I have to be very keen to listen even a small sound which you all are making. But still there are so many flawless speakers like Sergeant at Arm, Toastmaster Tatya Sahib, DPRN, Mayank DTM, Division Director, Area Director, Club Growth Director. All were flawless. Let's have a big round of applause to all of the people who did a fantastic job. I have not considered the table topic speaker or the game players, just to make it short. Now, if you look on the reports from president or table topic, anyone, majority of the members are facing a problem in the A and so. You can note down your from the report itself. Now let me tell you why there were so many A's, there. Sometimes we keep our mouth open and then the air come out. And when the air come out, then it convert in a filler sounds. So once your sentence, your paragraph is complete, close your mouth. That could help you to control all your filler words. Like today's word of the day is Washinang Sen. In my report, I don't want to hide anything. I want to present it with all of you. Stop. Second thing, there is only one rule. What a man can do and what can't do. That's not my dialogue, my friend. That is from the Jack Sparrow. And let's go ahead with and enjoy the meetings. Thank you and over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Jay, for your short and crisp report. Now we are at the final leg, that is a general evaluators report. Now I want to ask you all, how was today's meeting? It was full of learning. It was full of enjoyment. Actually, it was, and I really enjoyed today's meeting. So let's begin with today's first role players meeting. Like as our TMOD given me already a Bollywood name, Julbul Pandey, and I will and we need to do little bit justice, giving some recommendation. So first, essay Toastmaster Tatya Sahib. So he started meeting on time today. As we have milestone meeting, he started with a good energy, stated club mission, and he explained meeting rules correctly. I have only a couple of recommendations for you. One is at the start you mispronounced club name, that it was Toastmaster Club of Pune West, so it is Northwest. That was one, and you missed the greeting procedure. And today we had various district officers, so need to be incorporated in your like essay so that everyone knows that and incorporate in their speech. So these were two recommendations for you. Overall, wonderful job. Next, presiding officer Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Now that's one speech presiding officer I call a complete presiding officer address. He had a guest introduction. It was motivating. It had also personal story. So it sets a good tone for the meeting for the guests, so they understand that that's how a Toastmaster meeting has and what quality of speakers are we have. So wonderful job, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. No recommendation for you. Moving ahead, our sweet little tag team, timer, our counter grammarian, Toastmaster Shamli, Toastmaster Jay, and Toastmaster Manpreet. All of three explained their roles correctly, and the rules were explained correctly, and they performed their role very well. The timer, Toastmaster Shamli, measured time correctly. I also noted few timings, and they match. Grammarian Manpreet, the word of the day, phrase of the day, very easy. Her report was very crisp and detailed, that it was very much learning for the club members to take out after this meeting. And her counter Toastmaster Jay's report also very detailed, but few recommendations. One is that timer today was online and major of the pro players is offline. So one like deputy need to be assigned, but timer needs to be offline. Today our president Toastmaster Chandra took up the role and helped in the meeting. And Toastmaster Jay, you I guess missed to applaud flawless speaker. There were multiple in your report, but you missed that. So those two were my recommendation to the tag team. Overall, wonderful job done. Let's applaud for tag team. Moving ahead, our evaluators, great sweet evaluators who did wonderful job. Both of them, Toastmaster Ashutosh and Toastmaster Mayuresh, objective explained correctly. Toastmaster Ashutosh took SWOT analysis approach for the evaluation report, and Toastmaster Mayuresh used CRC approach. All the general remarks were apt and correct, like clarity in speech, content, opening. I totally agree with the commendation given by both. In recommendation, Toastmaster Ashutosh, as Toastmaster Rohan had evaluation and feedback 1. So you have given, as per Toastmaster recommend, 3 to 4 recommendation to work on his evaluation feedback speech too. So good job on that. And Toastmaster Mayuresh was evaluating Toastmaster Insiya on her leadership style. So he have given very much good insights on her leadership style. But one recommendation for Toastmaster Mayuresh will be like he should bring up some good content about leadership style. Like he asked Toastmaster Insiya about various, she would added other leadership style content also. He could also added that these are the things are various leadership styles. So this way it will be benefit for the guest about various leadership style and how Toastmaster contribute. So these was the one recommendation. And another recommendation is that while objective given by evaluator, don't reveal speaker names. It reduces the effort taken by Toastmaster of to prepare all the speakers' introduction. So if you reveal his name or her name, so it reduces that impact he prepared. And second, as it is an evaluation speech, so don't address it as target speaker. It's for the audience. So give it for the general, not only looking at the speaker and target. Give it all. It's for information for everyone. These are the couple of recommendations for both the evaluators. Overall, wonderful job done. Let's applaud for both the evaluators. Our table topping master, Toastmaster Vikash, who bring masala in today's meeting. It was like his table topics were so interesting today that we almost every table topic we laughed and giggled. So good job on that. The topic selection related to theme. You explained the rule correctly about table topics. So members, everyone is qualified for the voting. The few recommendation for you was like at the role explanation and rules, you were less confident. So that confidence being that you should bring up the confidence and energy, so that will encourage and motivates member more to participate also. And also you use couple of time maybe in the rules, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes, maybe. So that's the reduces actual rules. So avoid such kind of words. Overall, wonderful job, Toastmaster Vikas. Let's applaud for Toastmaster Vikas. Yes, yes. Now, finally, our protagonist of today's meeting. A protagonist of today's meeting, our hero, our lead host, Toastmaster Aneesh. You've been a wonderful host. Like you were host at 400 milestone meeting, and today you took also at 425th milestone meeting. You did a wonderful job. Topics, theme selection. It was entertaining. You explained the roles, rules, theme introduction, program description. Wonderful. Energy was high throughout the meeting. You given add-ons to the role introduction, some add-ons Bollywood name to all the role players, and also use dialogues in between Bollywood. So that was much more entertainment. Oh, only one recommendation for you. At the description of the program, you mentioned we had a 2 session today, but it was much more than. So you had like 3 sessions and fun activities, prepared speeches, evaluation table topics, and fun activities, so that it gives better idea to guests that what are the session today. So that you given table topics and prepared speeches, so that reduce gets problem with the member guest. So what is the program actually? So that was the only one recommendation. Overall, wonderful session. Let's give a round of applause for the Toastmaster of the day. Now, final general comments and remarks for the today's meeting. Here I will be quite harsh, because one thing I didn't notice today was agenda, and that's been happening couple of weeks. I have been noticing that, and it's very crucial as what we are today celebrating 425th milestone meeting, and the benchmark we have set. Agenda needs to be published and it needs to be given to the members and guests who are present in offline meeting. So it will give better idea for them what is the meeting all about. Next, that as there was agenda on mobile, so there like word of the day, phrase of the day missing, and educational titles need to be added. So these were one more point to be added on agenda. Next, there were like couple of crosstalk was happening to when speaker was speaking, movement was there, then setting up the curtains, lights. So such things can be done before the meeting starts, the curtains and lights, and crosstalk and the movement should be avoided when the speaker is speaking. Then multiple people were guiding Toastmaster of the day and table topic master when they are conducting session. So let's keep it to the VP and president who can do help them, and others shouldn't be avoided, so that will create confusion and chaos during the meeting. Today we had like learning from 400 milestone meeting that we added district officer address in agenda. So that was a good point. There were technical glitches some, but they were resolved calmly and swiftly. So good point on that. And one more recommendation that like we have various earlier we had to present board filled with role players all the details, but now space is not available. But what we can do, we can prepare one slide and show whenever like there is a transition between. So it will help to notice like for the voting and various things like word of the day, phrase of the day, if those are visible on the screen or anything like on site, if you add board, so that it will help members to use word of the day, phrase of the day, and voting during the meeting. Overall, excellent meeting. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was great to be today's general evaluator for today's meeting. Now I want to give control back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aneesh.
Thank you. Now we are proceeding towards the final section of our meeting, that is moments of glory. Before that, we will have a quick voting for our role players. So we will be launching one poll online, and people present over here can vote by raising their hands. So Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, can we just, sorry? Okay. Yeah, so we will first go for all the auxiliary role players voting. So there were 4 auxiliary role players. First one will be sergeant at arms. Second one will be timer. Third one will be our counter. Fourth one will be grammarian. Now please raise your hands if you are voting for our sergeant at arms. Okay. Now please raise your hands if you are voting for our timer of the day. Okay. Now please raise your hands if you are voting for our counter of the day. Now please raise your hands if you are voting for grammarian of the day. Okay. Now we will be voting for best speaker. We had, I think we are already done with the voting. Yes. Because we only one evaluator was qualified, so we won't have voting for evaluator. Now we will be having voting for major role players. There were 2 major role players. First one was Toastmaster of the day, and second one was table. Oh, yeah, you can take that.
So today we have 3 role players, main role players. First is Toastmaster of the day, which is Toastmaster Aneesh. Second is General Evaluator, Toastmaster Raghavan. And third is Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Vikash. Okay, so please close your eyes. First, you will vote for Toastmaster of the day. Okay. Okay, second, we will vote for General Evaluator Toastmaster Raghavan. Okay. Yeah. Now, third, we will vote for Table Topic Master Toastmaster Vikash. Okay. Yeah, you can open your eyes. Thank you. Over to you.
That concludes the voting. Now, before our meeting, we had asked people to dress up in their favorite Bollywood star, hero or favorite Bollywood character. Now, I want people to nominate themselves and explain whom they are dressed as. I will start off with our table topic master, Toastmaster Vikas, to tell which character he is dressed up as and tell something about that character. You can come in.
Yeah, so, okay. Hello everyone. It is not intentional. I already explained that these sweaters
Please,
and all.
hello, sorry to interrupt. Please start the video recording. Oh, sorry, video for
Video.
the stage. Yeah.
Video दिखना चाहिए.
Thank you.
Okay. Ajay. Okay. So as I mentioned that these sweaters and all Rishi Kapoor used to wear. So actually I read a lot. So I read his biography, autobiography, I will say. Kullam Kulla it is called. So there he mentioned it. So yeah, that's about Rishi Kapoor, like a great actor, and like he has given so many great movies to Bollywood, be it like Hina or like Chandni, and in the earlier ones, Prem Rog and all those. So and great music. So and unfortunately he's not with us, but like his movies like will be remembered. So yeah, this is for Rishi Kapoor. Thank you.
Now, anyone else who wants to nominate themselves for best dress? Toastmaster Ashutosh, would you like to nominate yourself and talk about who you are dressed as? If you nominate, you will be eligible for prize.
No, I can only tell the reason why I wore this is because this is the only dress that was outside my wardrobe. So today, because I'm going to Noida tomorrow, so I have packed all the luggage inside my bag. This is the only thing that was that was out, so I wore this. So it was not intentional to imitate any Bollywood artist. So this is what I have for today.
Okay, anyone else who would want to nominate themselves for the dress they are wearing? Yeah, so so if you nominate, there will be voting, and if after voting, there will be a gift. So who else is nominating? Okay, so we have two nominations. Your character? Amir Khan. Okay, Amir Khan from Dil Chahta Hai. Okay, who else? Yes, yes.
I wore at the start of the meeting, and I nominate myself as Kajal in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Thank you.
Okay, so we have 3 nominations. Any more nominations? Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, would you like to nominate yourself? Okay, would you like to nominate yourself? Arshad Wasi from Jolly LLB. Okay, any other nominations? People from online, if you want to nominate yourself, but you'll have to be on camera. Okay, so we have 3 nominations. Now let's again we have one more nomination. Okay, I won't. Okay, I will also nominate myself. I am dressed as Surinder Paji from Punjab Power at your service. From Rabne Banadi Jodi. So Surinder Paji is one character I feel we all can closely relate to, a common man, and the way his life changes. Sometimes I do wish that something like that happens to me. So yeah, we have 4 nominations. Let's close our eyes for one last time and get away with voting. So people who want to vote for Toastmasters Vikash, raise your hands. People who want to vote for Toastmaster Ashutosh. People who want to vote for Toastmaster Devai. And people who want to vote for Surinder Paji. Okay, now I call upon the president of our club, our Badshah, or I would say Shahanshah of the meeting of our club, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, the protagonist of this meeting. Before I reveal the result, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our division director, Toastmaster Aditya. So I would request him to come on the virtual stage and share a few words of wisdom along with the club members. Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya. Can you hear us?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Great. So first of all, a very good afternoon to everyone. Many congratulations and thanks, Chandra, for the invite. Northwest, Northwest, whenever you hear the word Northwest, or I discuss this particular club with the other district leaders and everything. So this has always been an anchor club, not just for Division C, but for the entire district. So I think CGD Milind has covered that very nicely with regards to all these statistics. And I don't know how many of you realize how good you're doing, but he mentioned that you achieved and you got 29 more members within 8 months. So let me tell you, a big part of leadership in Toastmasters and one of the mission, one of the part of what we do is to open new clubs and spread the words. So you have virtually opened a new club. You have got the minimum number of members what it requires to open a new club. So fantastic, an amazing job done. So I think all of you are, you are worthy of a very, very big applause. And a lot of achievements have come out of Northwest. The members have always contributed to all the events. So I don't think there is any event of our district and even beyond where Northwest has not contributed. or even even I don't think there's an award which this club has not got when it comes to the various kinds of achievements possible, whether from the CGD office, the PQD office. So a great job by being done over here, and would like to thank each and every one involved, especially the old leaders, the founders. It can be members like Jay, Venkatesh, Meenal, and many more. So thanks a lot for the amazing job you do. In fact, Division C, if you see by member count, is the strongest division in the entire district. And for that, I would like to thank Northwest, who has been like an engine in supporting the entire division as well. So great job on that. Also, special thanks to the area director, Dinesh. So Dinesh, if you're there, so Dinesh has done a wonderful job being on the ground. So yes, thanks a lot, everyone. I wish you the very best of luck. So let this particular milestone be just a benchmark, and aim to achieve a lot more in the coming days, weeks, months, and years. Let Northwest always be the leader when it comes to club quality, when it comes to club strength, when it comes to contributions, when it comes to leaders who come out of a particular club. So let Northwest always be the leader. So all the best and thank you. Back to you, Chandra.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Aditya. Now it's time for moment of the glory. Before that, there are a couple of announcements to be made. First is regarding the level completion. So two members of our club have completed their different levels. First is Toastmaster Insiya, who has just completed her level 1. Can you have a big round of applause for her? Then we have Toastmaster Mayuresh, who has also completed his level 3. Can you have a big round of applause for him as well? And one big milestone, that is distinguished Toastmaster Minal has completed her whole path up and also Pathways Mentor Program. Can you have a big round of applause for her as well? Thank you so much. A small announcement that I wanted to share is that we will be having our club level contest in the 3rd week of March. That is on 19th of March. So the nomination for the roles will be also open, and those who want to nominate for the contest, you will be getting a separate email via the contest chair. So please make sure that once you receive the email, respond to it as soon as possible and get yourself nominated for the role or for the contest. Two criteria, as we know, for ISC contest, you need to complete minimum 2 levels of any pathways. And for table topic, the only criteria is that you need to be a member in good standing, which you are. Yes, Raghavendra. Yeah. So the mode of contest will be online, as our area contest and division contest is going to be online. So that's why we have decided that we will be having our contest online, so that our speakers and the winners will get the idea of how the contest will work in the online mode, when we will go to area and division level contest. So that's why we have decided that we will be having our contest in the online mode. Now, as we are waiting for the moment of glory, we will be sharing the digital certificate via the email. Let me announce the name of the people first. So can anybody guess who was the best speaker for today's meeting? We had only 2 speakers, Toastmaster Insiya and Toastmaster Rohan. Any guesses? Yeah, so the best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Insiya. Now comes the best evaluator, and unfortunately, because of the time, there was only one, that is Toastmaster Mayuresh. Can you have a big round of applause for him as well? Now comes the best table topic speaker award, and there were 2 ties, and that tie was between distinguished Toastmaster Minal and Toastmaster Shreyas. Can you have a big round of applause from them as well? Now comes the auxiliary role player award, and anybody have any guesses whom it would be going to? Yes, so it goes to the grammarian, the language learner, Toastmaster Mantri. Now the last, which is the most important role in any Toastmaster meeting, and that goes to our energetic host for today's meeting, Toastmaster Aneesh. Now, as you guys know, there was one more award which I had already said. Instead of award, I said I will be giving a gift, and that was for the best dressed person. We had 4 nominations, which is Vikas, Ashutosh, Devai, and our energetic Toastmaster of the day. There was a small tie, though, because I was the deciding voted for that. And anyone have guessed who has won the? Okay, the results are different, and it goes to the Kajal of today's meeting, Toastmaster Devi. So I would request Toastmaster Devi to come on the stage. I have a small gift for her now. I hope you do eat the dark chocolate. And I would request someone to capture a photo. Take a photo. Thank you. Now, as we're going towards the closing of the meeting, I would request the guests to come on the stage and share how did they found out about today's meeting, how was their experience, and anything that they want to share about today's meeting. So let's start with those guest Gurpreet first.
All in all, it was a good experience, and it was, informative, and got to know new things. Got a chance to speak. Yeah, in all, it was a good experience.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Gurpreet. I would request guest Amruta to also come on the stage and share her view.
It was a good experience for me too. More of it was how to break your stage fear. I am very conscious when I am facing people. So this was a very good opportunity for me to speak out. And thank you, Manpreet, for inviting me.
We have guest Rahul. I would request guest Rahul to come on the stage. I completely forgot how did we miss the dialogue. Rahul, naam to suna hi hoga.
Good afternoon once again. My name is Rahul Shimpi, as I earlier mentioned that. So I'm working as a pricing specialist in Medline Industries, Pune. And my hobbies is playing and watching cricket. If I talk about this session, this is a great session. This help us to improve public speaking skill, stage daring, and communication. And I'm so grateful for Nilesh who told me about this session. And yes, I'm so happy and learned lots of things from this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Master Rahul. In the online mode, we have guest Suraj also. So I would like to request him. He was present. So how was his experience regarding today's meeting? Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
Hello everyone, my name is Suraj and thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to join the Toastmaster Club Pune Northwest. And professionally, I am working as a pre-sales consultant with Globant. It's ITMNC, and my responsibility is getting the requirement from the customer and responding them back with the winning solution. That is the gist about my entire profile. And I wanted to join Toastmaster Club because I was missing my confidence during this COVID pandemic. So I missed the touch with all the audiences. So that's the reason I thought of joining this Toastmaster Club. So during this entire session, I find it is very fruitful, and it is very good experience. Rather than experience, I would say it is a good learning platform, and I'm really happy that I'll be the part of this Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. We do have some visiting Toastmaster also, so I would request Toastmaster Shreyash from Toastmaster Club of Pune Central to come on the stage and share his view regarding today's meeting.
Thank you so much for asking me to give feedback. So I'm not that good of a feedback person because I'm a kind of person who accepts things as they are. So to me, Toastmasters meeting are like chai. You have the milk, water, chai patti, and sugar. It changes according to each household, but the taste is different everywhere. That's what the format of Toastmasters is. We have the speeches, table topics, the evaluations, and the other things, or the theme of the meeting which we can have, and those things change. So the taste of tea from Toastmaster Northwest, the key ingredient for me is Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
So just come here to have fun, socialize with people. I've made many friends here like Vikas, Aneesh, Mayur, and Chandrashekhar, of course. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for.
Now one small announcement that I wanted to make. Last term we did one open house session back in December as we were running for one award which is called as the Open House Champions Award, and we wanted to add 5 members and we ended up adding 6 members actually, and that because of that reason our XCOM has been nominated for that award. So I would request the present XCOM to come on the stage as I take their name. So we have Toastmaster Ashutosh. I would request Toastmaster Ashutosh to come on the stage and receive his award. This is from district. Toastmaster Mayur, can you take a photo? Yeah. We have our secretary, past secretary Toastmaster Insiya. I would request Toastmaster Insiya to come on the stage. Thank you. We have Toastmaster Mayur, our VP membership. Those who are not present over here, we will be couriering them at their preferred location. With that, I would like to declare that the meeting is adjourned. We can come forward for the group picture. I declare this meeting as adjourned. Please come forward for the group picture. Yeah, please come. I'll take the photo.
Netflix theme kar mangi.
I'll take the photo if you want. Yes. Mayuresh will be taking one on it. Mayuresh, can you click the photo in the online mode?
Sure, Chandra.
Sure. Thank you so much, everyone. Huh? Yeah, you also come. Okay, now it's time for cake cutting. So please, I will request everyone to come forward. I think we can use this. Yeah, can you move it?
Chandra, the meeting room camera is off. So can you please start it?
Okay. Just a minute. I'll turn it on.
Yes, please. And I will request for online participants.
Just a minute, Mayuresh. I will turn it on again.
Yes.
He must have been having something. Even that's right.
It's on now.
Okay.
Hey, hello. Sorry, I was away.
Yes, Toastmaster. Thank you so much for joining.
Hey, thanks for inviting. It was a really great meeting. So I'll see you next time then.
Yes.
Are you clicking the picture? You want me to be there?
Yes, we have taken a picture. Now we are about to cut the cake. That's all.
Oh, okay. Sure. Please.
Have you brought the cake? Yes. Yes. Can you bring it?
Chandra, I'll be ending the meeting meanwhile.
Yes, sure. You can assign. You can just keep it co-host. Recording can be stopped.
Yeah, yes. Recording, I'll be stopping. That's what I wanted to say.